Tastes so damn good. Okay. Someone's giving no one's here, but someone's giving a thumbs up. Okay. Okay. People watching 0, thumbs up 2. Okay, okay, here we go. Here we go. Caso Mai. Hi. Okay, hi to you. Be more on. Hey Ed, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see. Eddie, okay, how are you doing? Oh yeah, there's people watching here. Hey up there, chubby chops. Hey, I was watching an interview with Chubby Brown tonight. Anyway, the word chubby is cool. Anyone ever heard of Chubby Brown? Well, in Britain you have anyway. Chubby Brown's cool. Okay, let's see what we got now. Jamie McWilliam, hi Eddie, good to see you. Yeah, good to see you as well, Jamie. I mean, this is Friday night now, and there's not much happening anywhere. There's not many people doing live streams now. Those nice ladies who were in that bar in Pattaya, they're doing a live stream. I watch them sometimes, but this is good for them anyway. But this is entirely different anyway. Whose band? Law Hooley, whose band? Whose band? I don't know whose band. Mr. Mitch, great to see you, Eddie. Hope all is well. Yeah, hope all is well for you, Mr. Mitch. Always really nice to hear from you, mate. Really good to hear from you. Okay. Eddie, David, Eddie, you've been to Langkawi. Where's Langkawi? Is that Malaysia? No, I have been to Malaysia. Well, I wasn't a big fan of it, but Chubby Brown living next door to Alice. Okay, hi from Wavertree. I know, Wavertree. I had a nice girlfriend from Wavertree once. Okay, Paul Mullen. No, I wouldn't hope you're okay. No, I wouldn't hope you're okay, Steady Ed. Okay, well, whatever. Well, whatever you float your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat. I'm drinking a beer, and it's Eddie, how's the gigolo gig going? Oh, I have lots of wealthy ladies queuing up there for my body, yeah, my chubby body, yeah, like hell, yeah. Okay, I have a nice Budweiser, not that Budweiser stuff. Do you know something? I like a lot of beer, but I'm not really very keen on Budweiser. This is Foster's here, by the way. Excuse me. This is Foster's. Not normally one. Not normally one that I drink, but it was going for the price was right in a local. I don't go in these big supermarkets because there's always big queues. Every time I look at these big supermarkets, Asda, all those kind of places, there's massive queues, and I don't want to be queuing to go into the supermarket. Crazy. So I go in local convenience stores, that sort of stuff, which are probably a higher price, but I'll probably spend less anyway. And don't forget, by going in local convenience stores, that's how I discovered Scouser brandy. I never would have thought of it. Let's see, how's the new equipment? Okay, it's doing well down there. Yeah, it's getting old a bit, but it's okay. Let's see, what was that? Bobby Crust, last time someone blew you up, you were down soy 6. Somebody blew me up in soy 6? Really? Did they? I don't recall that. It'd be funny if somebody made a video of me staggering out of soy 6 or one of those massage parlors, you know what I mean? Yeah, post a video on YouTube, exclusive, Steady Eddie staggering out of a dirty massage parlor, yeah? With a big Cheshire Cat grin on his face. And people watch his channel, you know what they think? They think, so what? We know that he does that anyway. Anyway, okay, listen, I've had a bit to drink tonight. I've had a reasonably nice meal. I had something a bit unusual tonight. I had meatballs and jacket potatoes. Not very, very simple to make, not the most, exotic of meal, but it went down well anyway. Gordon Wright, good to see. Listen, there's a couple of things I want to talk about tonight, a couple of things. Bono Dog Plays, is this a gaming live stream? No, I don't do any of that. What's popular with gaming these days? Sonic Hedgehog? Or am I going back 30 years or whatever? Mark Smith, good evening, Mark. How are you? Cheers, Eddie. Ant, Bono Dog Plays, yes. Okay, I know Ant. I believe, I've encountered Ant a couple of times. Once was at a bar in Sobercow. And also, I've joined that, that thing called Facebook. I've rejoined it. I don't know. What the hell do you make? What the hell do you make of Facebook? I think what it is with Facebook, Facebook is something where you don't take it seriously. You just tune into it now and again. Just you just tune into Facebook, just in the hope of seeing something interesting there, because most of the time it isn't. Okay, all right, JK, whoever that. All right, thanks for that comments anyway. Billy lad, Eddie lad, you still live in Liverpool? No, I haven't lived in Liverpool for over 30 years now. But I still have this accent, this curious accent. Ian Mac, stream sounds so much better. Thanks for that. Okay, Richie's Rich, Potato gone now. Will never be the same. Have you seen the development plans? Okay, well, ask Ant, because Ant is on this live stream and he knows what I'm talking on. I've joined this Facebook group, which is nice, pleasant little stuff. And some people are in Pattaya and some people are not in Pattaya. And the fact is that some people are saying that, Pattaya is finished and it's never going to be the same again. And, whatever. No chance. Okay, this is a dreadful, dreadful, dreadful time that we're going through right now. It's an awful time. I don't think any of us, have ever seen anything like it. And it was curious to begin with, but now as it drags on and it's, well, I won't say it's slowly getting better. Is it getting better at all? As it's slowly dragging on, it's done this, right? Jesus Christ, let's get rid of this. Let's come back in the open. Let's everything get back together. The idea that, something like Pattaya is never going to be the same again. No, it will be. It'll be the same again. It may take a bit of time. I would predict towards the end of this year, it'll be back to normal, But, as will the other places, Cambodia and various other places, they will be back to normal. They'll be back to normal. Give it a chance. Those places are very resilient. They know what they're all about. We know what they're all about. And, they will get back to normal. And who is to say that come the peak season, maybe not November, December, maybe give it, maybe January, February, more like that time. We may all be rocking and rolling in Southeast Asia, Pattaya, Cambodia, Vietnam, wherever. And we'll all what's going on now will all just be a distant memory. Who is to say, who can honestly say that won't be the case? We'll see. Let's keep thinking positive. Okay, now there's 147 people here, okay? But no. Mobile phone, it keeps popping up and telling me to do things like those who were watching the one the other night may recall, all of a sudden Google popped up and I said, get the hell out of there. And these words came on the screen saying, don't talk to Google like that. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Okay, there may be a little few interruptions in this live stream, but this is a part of life. Well, because they would demolish lots of dead bars and Pattaya and turn into what they want. It's quite possible. It is quite possible that, they'll weed out all the bars that weren't performing. It is quite possible. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things in this live stream, okay? A couple of very, very curious things that, I've been looking at on Facebook, funnily enough. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook. Most of the time I wonder what the hell is this? Just what is Facebook all about? Just what is it all about? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a lot of codswallop to be, for most of the time. But the fact is, if you join a nice little Facebook group, then it can be kind of fun connecting with people. Like I joined one this week. And it seems to be pleasant enough. I'd say what, with regards to Facebook, why I've wasted my time with it in the past is that I've joined over 50s groups, British over 50s groups, men and women. And often they have a female bias. And I've either been thrown off these Facebook groups for talking, about hairy pussies or whatever the hell it is. But what I've just got sick of these Facebooks. I'll tell you what, to put it bluntly, what I'm sick of were these over 50s fun and banter groups on Facebook. I'll tell you what I'm sick of. Middle-aged women, 50-something, 60-year-old women are so damn vulgar. They're more vulgar than men. And I just got fed up of hearing these fat, ugly 60-year-old women making jokes about farting. You know what I mean? I just don't need to hear any more of that. So I'm not joining any of these. I'm clearly not geared up for these over 50s Facebook groups. I don't want to know any of these things. I've got no ambition to have a woman who's in her mid 50s, 60-year-old. She's had half a dozen kids, and they were all grown up by now, and she wants to be vulgar and sweaty and make jokes about God Almighty. But women on these Facebook groups are so damn vulgar, and it just puts me off. And I don't want nothing to do with these over 50s groups. So I said my piece about that. So I joined this little Facebook group this week. It's Pattaya related, and it seems to be a lot of fun. But anyway, that's Facebook. But I've been looking a bit about Facebook. I'm getting off the point here anyway. I don't want to talk about vulgar middle-aged women. Okay. So what was I looking at? What was I looking at earlier today? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There you go. Now, what is this now? Here we go. Let me just have a little look at this. Right. Okay. Now, basically, what this is all about, is that according to Facebook group, come here again. Let's see what you're all about. Let's see. Post that. Turn in friends, bloggers who post booze pics. Okay. Apparently this is happening. Is this Pattaya? Yeah. Apparently this is happening. Apparently it's happening in Thailand in the entertainment zones, which are obviously not open now, and not supposed to be open. But what has been happening is that people who are not supposed to be drinking alcohol right now have been, posting pictures of themselves on Facebook and maybe other social media sites with beer in their hands, yes, and probably other, forms of alcohol. Happy smiling faces with beer in their hands, and people have been grassing them up to the authorities. And apparently the reward for grassing someone up who's drinking when you're not supposed to be drinking is, I believe, 7,500 baht. Yes? Facebook, this is what I've been reading. And this is so sneaky. Okay, if the law says that you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol right now during the lockdown, or you're not supposed to be drinking it, with friends or whatever, or maybe in a, I don't know, maybe a stay behind or a lockdown or whatever you want to call it, in a bar behind closed doors, and then posting these pictures on Facebook. Some sneaky bastards have been getting these photos and grassing these people up. And, for a reward, for a 7,500 baht reward. What's 7,500 baht? Is that about, well, it's close to 200 quid, isn't it? 200 quid is probably about $250 US dollars in today's money. Getting a reward for grassing these people up. Jesus Christ. I mean, we've all got to obey the rules. This is a terrible time. The lockdown, the virus and all that is a very, very serious thing. But to grass people up for having a drink, come on, for financial reward. I mean, who's doing this? Is it Thai people? Is it Farangs? Who's doing this? You're a lot of bastards, whoever's doing it. Now, some of you may remember that, I did a couple of videos before I left Pattaya. And I filmed Pattaya in the daytime, walking around, just as the lockdown was starting to kick in. And I deliberately filmed this during the daytime when things are looking fairly, morbid and desolate there in Pattaya, rather than film it at night time, because I knew that the bars had been ordered to close. And if I would have filmed it at night time, then I would be passing a lot of bars that were in darkness, but there would have been a few little bars that were staying open, that had lights on, where people were clearly drinking beer. And if I was to film these at night time, then I would be grassing these people up, because the authorities look at social media. They probably look at YouTube channels, they look at Facebook, and they look at all of this. So by filming it at the night time around a Pattaya area and see, amongst all this darkness, there's a bar with lights on, and filming that bar, I'd be grassing these people up by doing that. So I deliberately didn't do it. No, we've all got to obey the rules, and the social distancing and all this is a very, very serious thing. But would you actually do it to the extent that you grass people up for having a bail late at night, and to do it for, a backhanded of 7,500 baht? Would you do that? You'd have to be really desperate or really sneaky to do that. So anyway, I've said my piece on that. What do you think? This is Jesse. Okay, I'm looking at the chat now. 7,500 baht is a ton of money to Thai now with everything going on. It probably is, yeah. Robbie said, it must be Man Watering Grass on Rita Sue and Bob too. That was quite a good movie, that. Will Van, we'd never grass you up, Ed. We prefer you hammered. Cheers for that. Cheers for that. Yeah, when the lockdown was really kicked in, I was out there in March when it kicked in. There was a few bars that were stubbornly trying to stay open. I remember the day after the lockdown was announced, I walked along Soiba Cow, and there was one bar, a rock bar, very prominent on Soiba Cow. And about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there was people there drinking beer and whatever. I thought they got closed down later. Well, they got told off for it. I don't know what happened to them later on, but it's just like there are some people who are deliberately. Yeah, and yeah, you just named it. Yeah, you're right. You're quite right. That's the one that I was thinking of, and you said it, not me. But I got really desolate that last week. Or what was it? A couple of weeks that I was in Pattaya when they closed everything down. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And at the night time, you were really desperate. You see guys at a night time walking around. You might be in a little darkened bar, drinking it, a little beer which they're telling you to hide under the table. You look at what's happening in Soy Diana or Soy Bacau or wherever, and you see these fellas who've come here on holiday, and they're walking around looking very despondent. It's like if they're walking on of a night time to see if anything's going to be open, and they just want a bit of music, and they just want a beer. I'm sure there's a better way to do it than, to just close everything down and then have some sneaky bastard grassing you up for drinking a beer. Come on. Yeah, Jerry Carr, I'd grass Eddie up for 6,500 baht. Good for you, mate. So you're cheap and nasty. Yeah, absolutely. But that was an eerie sight, those last couple of weeks in Pattaya, people wandering around. You just observe these, and you know what they're looking for. They just want a harmless late night beer, because that's what you go to. It was okay for me because I was out in the Far East, Pattaya, Vietnam. Where else did I go? I went somewhere else, Taiwan. Yeah, shows how memorable that place was. As I think about where I went. Yeah, but it was okay for me because I was out there for months during winter, many months during the winter. And, it got out to a bad end. I was hoping the last couple of weeks in Pattaya, my winter travels were going to go out on a high night. It was going to go out on a bang, and I was going to eat, drink, and be merry. You know what I mean? But no, it never ever happened. I think I arrived in Pattaya from Bangkok on St. Patrick's Day, March the 17th. And the following day, the lockdown began. So the last couple of weeks just got worse and worse and worse. And I decided it's not the place to be. But no matter what, I'd like to think, even if I was desperate for money, I wouldn't go sneakily grassing up on people like that. Shame on you, whoever's done that. Okay, I know the Thai people. There's a lot of people who are crying poverty out there. I know that's very, very bad and all that. Okay. Thailand bound. Today in the news, foreigners not allowed on national buses or in temples and supposedly being refused in some restaurants. Yeah, okay. Well, that's bad. That is bad. There's nothing pretty good right now, is there? There's nothing pretty good. Look, I know a lot of people, I've heard a lot of reports that maybe Thailand or some of those other countries are going to, be open. Some say July, some say as far as August. Personally, I've got no plans to go out there anyway. I never go out to Thailand at that time of year. I'm looking at maybe October and November. I think that's more realistic. But some people say that even by then, it's not gonna, it's not gonna happen. I hope so. Jesus, I'm getting on a bit, as a lot of us are. I've had a bit of fun early this year, and now it's a long, the rainy season's kicked in, and it's summertime here, so of course it's pissing down with rain as it does in most summers here. It's not a lot of fun here. I would hate to think that before this year is out, I couldn't go back out to the Far East and have some fun again. When you get to my age, you got to treat every year as if it's your last one alive. I do not want a lost year. I want to go and have some fun. Eat, drink, and be merry. Or as the transvestite said, eat, drink, and be merry, or something like that. No, you've got to live your life to the max. I treat every year as if it's the last one alive. And, I want to go out there and enjoy myself. So I'm just praying that everything, happens again before the year is out. Anyway, Owen, thank you, Owen. That was very, very kind of you. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Mark Smith, they can't afford to keep closed during the peak season. This is a good point. This is a good point, Mark. It really, really is a good point. Keep saying this again. I'll probably say it again and again the next thing. The fortunate thing in all this is that the peak season is still a long way away. It's 5 months away. November through till March. That's the peak season. I think they'll get their act. These places they are driven by money. They know they've got to get their act together. They will be. The Thai authorities will be doing everything they can right now to get their act together, so that come November, when that peak season kicks in, they want people out there. They want people out there to spend money. I think it'll be all right. I think it will be. I didn't see what you said there, but hi, John Mitch. Anyway, good to have you here. Anyway, really good to have you here. Now, I've been looking at flights. I still haven't taken the plunge and booked a flight yet. I still haven't done that. I've been looking at some very, very tempting flights, but there's all kinds of issues, and I think we'll have to discuss this further. Anyway, I think we're going to have some. It's going to be really, really difficult. There's a lot of things going on now. I've discussed one of them here with the subject of people grassing up people who are having a late night drink. You know what I mean. There's something else. Oh yeah, Eyes of Owen is here. Hi, Eyes of Owen. How are you, mate? How are you, Owen? I hope you're keeping well in Manchester, the rainy city. I'm here in the south of England, and it's bloody pouring down with rain here. I always believe in the law of averages, by the way. Very, very strong believer in the law of averages. And we've had a very, very long, dry spring, which means we're going to have a wet summer. I've never in my lifetime known a long, dry spring followed by a long, dry summer. It just doesn't happen in the UK. John Mitch, I've not got my money back from Lufthansa, yeah? This is not, well, I'm seeing stuff like this. I don't normally look at Facebook much, but I've been looking at a bit in the last week. And yeah, there's quite a lot of people who still haven't got the money. But I was lucky, really, that and I do thank some of the people on YouTube for this, by the way. Those who watch my videos may recall that in late March, I'd done a video where I thought I was going to be stranded out there in Thailand, but I managed. They told me that my flight was confirmed for April the 6th, and I put this video out. And, the comments section went quite crazy on those videos. I had a very worrying few days. And the comment section said, Ed, don't listen to them. They're just telling you what you want to hear. Do not listen to them, please. And I had a very worrying few days. And I managed, to rearrange my flight and get out of there. So I do thank some of the people who made comments, reassuring me to get my act together and, make sure that I got out of there. Right now, at this moment in time, I still have a friend who was stranded out in the Philippines. He went out there in March for a 3-week holiday. 3 months later, he's still there. And, he's not very happy at all. He wants to come back to England because it's not much fun in any of these places right now. Let's see. Where are we? Frank, Thailand, Cambodia, or the Philippines, they're all good. You've got to visit all of those places. You really have. Dusty Stevens, British Airways a budget airline now. They're all having problems. When I scanned through the internet the other day, I did notice that British Airways, the flights that they were offering were better value than what they normally do. But nobody knows what's happening just yet. Nobody really knows. Let's see. Waiting on my money back from who was that? A lot of people were still waiting for the money back from these flights. Yeah, a lot of people. I really sussed that one out. I didn't have to pay any extra money. I'd already booked my ticket, and with Thai Airways, I didn't have to pay any extra money. They rearranged my flight. It was supposed to be April 6th. They rearranged it for March the 28th. And, it was still a good flight. Went through. My National Express coach ticket, which I'd already booked, I didn't have to pay extra for that, except it didn't go all the way to where I live. It dropped me off somewhere else. It dropped me off in Exeter. So basically, the only cost to me was a £42 taxi fare, which I haven't bothered to claim or anything like that. I had to pay a £42 taxi fare from Exeter back home. Yeah, and that's, I wasn't worried about that. The way I look about it, 42 quid, Jesus, I got off lightly. There were other people who, spent thousands and thousands, to try and rearrange the flights. Cheetown, will Thai Airways fly again? I believe that's government owned. I believe that's government owned. I think it is anyway. But I think it is anyway. But I won't be in a hurry to fly with them again. They were okay, but these are terrible circumstances right now. Eva seems to be a good bet. By all accounts, Eva Airways, which is Taiwanese, they seem to be sailing through this with not too many problems. Cheers from Tucson, drinking Nelson's blood. How are you, Tucson, John? Yeah, good to hear from you, mate. That really good to hear from you. Nelson's blood, if I recall right, is that Nelson's blood? Is that rum? Is it? Is that rum? Okay, I got a little bit of this stuff here. Just finishing this little bottle of Scouser brandy. Don't want another bottle there anyway. Let's see, what have we got now? On the train, on the train, okay. Let's see. Both Emirates and Qatar are very expensive. Thailand starting in November. But I'm kind of got used to direct flights. In recent years, the two airlines I've flown with, EVA Airways, which is Taiwanese, that goes from Heathrow to Bangkok, changes over and then goes to Taipei. So basically, it's a direct flight from London to Bangkok. And EVA Airways, I've used them a number of times in recent years, and they have been damn good. They have been bloody good, really, really good. On this occasion, I used Thai Airways, but they're running into problems. I haven't heard too much about EVA Airways running into problems, but for now, anyway, I think Taiwan, by the way, is a country that's very, very low on the list of COVID problems. Let me just say, yeah. Yeah, let me just say, I was looking on this list of the countries in the world that are the safest from the COVID virus, and the top 100 countries. I wanted to see there. Well, the number one country which is safe from the virus, the safest country, is Switzerland. Yeah, which I've no plans to visit, because I'm not a millionaire. That's for millionaire celebrities, isn't it? Switzerland. I've been there, but I'm no plans to go there in the immediate future. So you've got Switzerland, you've got a few other countries, I think Scandinavian countries. Can't remember how Britain does in the list of the top 100 safest countries, but it doesn't do very well. America doesn't do very well either. Vietnam does quite well. They seem to have be a low risk, Vietnam. But another country, and this leads me on to the second subject that I want to talk about, a country that does very, very badly in terms of the top 100 countries that are safest from the virus. A country that was listed in this survey as number 98, which means terrible, is the country that neighbours Vietnam. It's Cambodia, an old favourite of mine, dear old Cambodia, which I love very much for many, many years. Apparently they're listed at number 98 in the list of the safest countries, which is very, very poor. And this leads me on to the second thing that I want to talk about. Let me grab my notes here, because this is also something I observed on Facebook today, okay? Okay, we talked about grasses and, people grassing people up for having a beard and all that kind of stuff. So what's this second one going on here? What's this second one going on? Come here a minute. Come here. There you are. You don't believe how I filmed this on Facebook. Cambodia, okay? Come here. Come here a minute. Come here. Come on. Come here, you bastard. Where are you? Okay. Cambodia requires foreigners to pay for COVID-19 quarantine treatment, right? Okay, fair enough. But it gets worse than that. It gets worse than that. Now, I've heard this on a few little reports on Facebook. Cambodia's required, this is in the Khmer Times, right? Or however you want to pronounce it, Khmer, that's the way I pronounce it. Cambodia's required foreigners to pay for COVID-19 lab test, quarantine and treatment services. Economy and Finance Minister, whatever his name is, said in a letter today. Okay, now let's see what else it says. Gets worse than that. Right. The move was made at the request of the Minister of Health, the letter said. Under the Kingdom's health measures, all travellers, both Cambodians and foreigners who travel to Cambodia, will be transferred from airports to waiting centres for COVID-19 lab tests, and they are required to wait for the test results at those centres, right? Okay, gets even worse. It just gets worse and worse. I'll cut to the chase in a minute. I'll stop waffling and cut to the chase. Okay, the letter said a foreigner must pay $5 for a single trip between airport and waiting centre, $100 for a COVID-19 test, $30 a day for staying at a hotel or at a waiting centre to wait for the test results, and $30 a day for 3 meals. It all adds up and it adds up and it adds up. And basically, I'll cut to the chase here. I will cut to the chase, okay? What this report, and I've heard sporadically on Facebook, is that Cambodia is going to want a total of $3,000. That's right, $3,000 deposit when a foreigner arrives there, which is refundable on the fact that he can then prove that he's not COVID. $3,000. I'm not making that figure up. I have heard of it. It's unless someone else is making it up, I'm certainly not making it up. This is what I've heard a few times on Facebook. Okay. Yeah, it all goes up. It all goes up. It will be quarantined for 14 days. Required to pay $100 for one test and $84 a day for hotel and quarantine and all this kind of stuff. This is terrible. This is dreadful. This is absolutely dreadful. Who's got to say something about this? Okay, this is on Facebook. Someone here who's commenting. Foreigners are not going to be visiting now anyway with this $3,000 plus deposit added onto the quarantine. I know I wouldn't have answered it. Foreigners, someone else said foreigners will not visit until the 14-day quarantine is being lifted. Someone else said it's insane to charge $3,000. No one's going to go there. Absolutely. Anyone else heard this? After I'd seen this on Facebook, what I'd done then is I got on the internet and I tried to look at the Khmer Times, but then their website, wasn't available. Somebody else said that as well. They couldn't get through to their website, so the details are a bit vague. Ian Mack, and if only one person tests positive on flight, it's 14 days quarantine for everyone on flight. $3,000 deposit. Jesus, are you going to be paying that? Are you going to be paying? I mean, Cambodia is a wonderful country. It's an old favourite of mine. I love that place to bits. I've had some truly great times there over the years. But Jesus, you're going to, when you arrive there, you're going to, here's $3,000. Just keep that for me. And when and I prove negative, I expect to. Oh, geez, it's just crazy. It's all getting bizarre. It is all getting bizarre. Okay, somebody there said Facebook sucks. Don't believe it. Well, no, well, it does. Well, I know one either say I know it sucks, but don't believe it. I don't know. Maybe there's no smoke without fire. I'm just wondering if anyone else has had this. I've come across this on a couple of information places, sites on Facebook today. I tried to look at the website of the Khmer Times, but funnily enough, it was out of action. They were doing maintenance on it, so you couldn't get through on that website. But that is absurd. They're just going. There's all kinds of bizarre things happening. People grassing on others in Thailand for drinking beer late at night. Cambodia wanting $3,000 deposit before they'll let you in. It's crazy. It's all getting crazy. Vince Bill, try to buy a newspaper. Yeah, Jonathan, yeah, people talking to her, but no one knows anything. There's a lot of truth in that, mate. And that's a nice comment. That's a nice comment. Mike the DJ. None of these countries care about tourists now because it's off-peak season. Will change in November very fast. I do hope you're right, Mike. I really, really do hope you're right. I really hope you're right. I mentioned, a couple of bizarre things. We talked about a couple of bizarre things up to now. There's probably going to be a lot more bizarre things coming to light right now. But as Mike has just said then, basically the good thing is that this is peak season and a lot of people wouldn't be traveling to those countries anyway. Let's just hope it's a different kettle of fish, come the autumn time. Who's that? Stay frosty. Take another gulp and relax. This is the last of this bottle of Scouser brandy, but don't worry, I've got another one. Bloody good. Tasty stuff. Thailand bound. I was reading that some bar owners about Bangkok were tired of handing the keys back to the landlords and walking away. This is happening the world over, mate. This is happening the world over. Where I live, there's a lot of people who work in restaurants who are very angry at the restaurant owners right now because as soon as the lockdown came in place, some of these restaurant owners basically sacked their staff because they thought, we're gonna lock the place down for indefinitely now, and we don't want to be in the scenario where if we keep the staff on, sooner or later we're going to have to be paying for them. So the restaurant owners sacked the staff, and basically some of these staff, they've gone to work in care homes, which is highly dangerous, and other places. What's going to happen? There's going to be all kinds of lawsuits and all kinds of things. People suing their former employers for sacking them, when they didn't have any legal right to do that. There's all kinds of bizarre things going to happen now. I just talked about a couple of them tonight. About the grasses and about the 3,000, the grasses in Thailand and the ridiculous deposits arriving in Cambodia. There's probably going to be a lot more bizarre things. Funnily enough, anyone heard much about Vietnam? I left Vietnam just before the lockdown took place, and that's country seems to have a lower rate of it. I haven't heard of much controversy going on in Vietnam right now. I don't know if anyone else has heard of much controversy, but they seem to be, not having a great deal of problems right now. I don't know. I'm not so sure about that one. Lee Keats, Pattaya was dying of death before the COVID. No, I'm not so sure. I think you're wrong there, mate. I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. No, but Pattaya couldn't be dying a death. It's just going in a different way. There's more tall buildings, more elaborate. It was only a couple of years ago they built Terminal 21 there, and they're doing other things. They're building other kind of centres and entertainment zones. No, Pattaya is changing, but it's not dying a death. I think it will get more expensive, but no, Pattaya is very, very resilient. Yeah, let's see. Someone's mentioned Christmas there. Father Christmas is on board. Ed, we will all be here for Christmas that these countries can't lose that sort of money, even though they said 2 days ago on Thai News, safety is paramount over money. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You're quite right. Hey, I'll tell you what, I have never, ever, ever spent Christmas in those countries. Sorry, in Pattaya. I've spent Christmas in Cambodia and very, very, other countries, but not in Pattaya. I don't have actually been in Pattaya during Christmas time. I don't have ever been there. So this could be a first for me. I could actually be out there. It'd be nice to go to all these Christmas parties. I'd love to go to a go-go bar and all those lovely Thai girls, dancing in Father Christmas, Santa Claus outfits. Jesus, that'll be fun. Never seen that. Never been to Pattaya during Christmas. Yeah. Let's see. Thai Billy, Christmas in Bangkok is lovely. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Where have I spent Christmas before? I've done a few Christmas. I'll tell you what. I once spent Christmas Day about 10 years ago. I spent Christmas Day on top of Machu Picchu in Peru. That was good. I had alpaca meat for my Christmas dinner, and I went up Machu Picchu, got the train, and then you go what is it, Augusto Calientes, and then made the way up to Machu Picchu on Christmas Day. That was a good way to spend Christmas Day. I think that's the most memorable Christmas Day I've ever had. But yeah, with Thailand, that'll be fun. I've got a sneaky feeling that I will be there. I'm looking at something like maybe beginning of November to beginning of April, something like that. Let's see what happens anyway. What do you think of the statue situation? I'm not going to get into that kind of controversy. I'm not going to get into that kind of controversy. The statue situation. Well, someone erect a statue of me one of these days, yeah? Maybe they dress the statue up in a shell suit with a curly black wig and a moustache, and they're gonna do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And John Taylor, loved you in Duran, great place, but Tintin, did you snuggle up with an alpaca? No, I didn't. They're lovely creatures, beautiful creatures, absolutely fantastic creatures, the alpacas and the llamas or whatever. David Arles, if you had a week to spare, would you go to Bangkok or besides? I love both of those places. And the beauty about Thailand now is that airport. I still regard it as the airport. The airport but I still regard it as the new airport because it makes when you arrive on that long journey to Bangkok. Let's put it this way: things have got easier over the years. I don't know about you, but I think the price of direct flights have come down over the years. You used to go indirect to get a reasonably priced flight and end up in some country that you didn't want to be in for a few hours before you got your connecting flight. And then when you arrived in Thailand, you went to the old Don Mong airport, which you hung around Bangkok for a few days before making your journey to Pattaya. That new airport has made things so easy. I mean, you arrive at Bangkok, you get the bus for a few quid, dead easy, and then you're in Pattaya, Bangkok, and Pattaya. Why would you want to go anywhere else in Thailand? Okay, Thailand is a great country, and there's so many other places to see. But in recent times, the only place I've really enjoyed are Bangkok and Pattaya, and I always love Pattaya, but yeah, I didn't used to like Bangkok, but I love it now. Bangkok's brilliant, brilliant place, love it. Okay, yeah, direct flight, very reasonable, yeah. Okay, here we are now. What do we got now? Alan Burns, love my Kronenberg. What's that? I love my Kronenberg. 10 cans for 11 quid in Sainsbury's. Can never get the tail and damn shit. Yeah, that sounds like a good. That sounds good. Listen. It's right now at this moment in time. I've been running this for about 45 minutes now. Before I wrap this up, it is the return of an old favourite. I'm going to have a glass of Caroline Monroe. Okay, here we go. Yes, beautiful, eh? Lamb's Navy rum. Oh, lovely. My favourite rum. I'm sure there's many. Somebody on there, I think it was Isan Man, said, hi there, Isan Man. I love your comments, by the way. I hope all's well with you. Mentioned sort about Scouser brandy. And the fact is that same company who makes Scouser brandy, which I love very much, apparently they also do their version of rum. But it seems to be quite expensive. Is it 48 quid a bottle? That's about, something I think it's about $60 US. That's quite expensive there. Jesus, the way I drink, I'd go bankrupt if I started drinking that. But anyway, cheers, everyone. This is a glass of my favourite rum, Lamb's Navy rum. Isn't it funny how your memories of your youth, your childhood, certain things burn into your memory? To this day, I cannot drink Lamb's Navy rum without thinking of that beautiful bikini-clad goddess, Caroline Monroe. In the 70s, when you were walking down the street, you see these big posters, Lamb's Navy rum, and you seen this beautiful Caroline Monroe, this beautiful dark-haired, beauty. I don't know if she was Latino in origin, but she was beautiful, fantastic bikini-clad body. Oh, amazing. Funnily enough, the other night I was watching an old James Bond movie from 1977, The Spy Who Loved Me. And I suffer from this syndrome, right? This syndrome which basically late at night I keep watching the same old movies over and over and over and over again. I'm sure there's this because late at night when I've had a bit to drink, I can't watch intelligent movies late at night when I've had a few. I can only watch the brain dead stuff that I've seen many, many millions of times before. Now, I know that there's a syndrome for people who watch the same old movies and old TV shows that they've seen for the last 40 years. I can't really think what that syndrome is called. Somebody did suggest that, it's called boring old fart syndrome. Maybe that's what I suffer from. But anyway, I dug out late at night The Spy Who Loved Me the other night. One of the best James Bond movies with Roger Moore. And this movie, amongst other things, it does actually feature Caroline Monroe, the Lamb's Navy rum girl, right? It features and when she enters in her bikini, she's got this sort of semi-negligee, and she's got this bikini, and oh my, that was when women didn't have tattoos. That was before they had tattoos and all the other things. Women looked like women in those days. Unfortunately, I was a bit young, to be a man about town then. But the fact is, oh Jesus, that's what a woman should look like. Really, check out The Spy Who Loved Me. It features about halfway through it. It features Caroline Monroe. I must admit, beautiful. I must admit, I hate that bit where Roger Moore blows her up in a helicopter, right? He's in this white Lotus, and him and Barbara Bach, who ended up marrying Ringo Starr for what it's worth. I almost said Ringo Starr, didn't I? Okay. He's in this white Lotus under the water, and Caroline Monroe is in this helicopter above. And Jesus Christ, and then she'd been trying to kill him anyway. She'd been firing a machine gun from this helicopter, Caroline Monroe. So she was no little angel, But I always hate that part when he sees the helicopter above with Caroline Monroe in it, and what he does is he presses this button to fire a rocket to blow her in the helicopter out of the sky. And I hate that. I mean, okay. All right, so she was trying to kill him, like, you know what I mean? But is there really, could you fire a rocket at Caroline Monroe and blow it out of the sky? Could you really do that? Oh, somehow, I'm not comfortable with that bit. Anyway, I've like sort of, I've sort of debated that moment with myself. I've sort of mastered the debate. You know what I mean? I mean, I suppose you could say that I'm a good master debater, especially when it comes to Caroline Monroe. Okay, I've said enough about that bit anyway. I've waffled on a bit, Robert. This is drunken, so where are we now anyway? Daniel Kelly, anyone remember Naughty Girls Ago in Walking Street? I've come across quite a lot of naughty girls, and sure we all have. Mark Cynic, Eddie tells everyone he's 60 years old thanks to Miss Monroe. I'm not 60 years old. I'm only 58. I'm a baby, okay? Who's that? No, I'd take the modern girls with a sleeve and... No, I disagree. It's each to their own, man. It's each to their own. If you like the way women look in this day, how many times in this day and age you've seen a beautiful girl on the beach or in the go-go bars or whatever, magnificent body, magnificent, and she has destroyed her own body with bloody tattoos all over her back and down her legs, and oh, come on, mate. If you like that sort of thing, well, go ahead and like it. But no, I like women to look like women. Okay, women are perfect as it is. Robbie Southern, LK Matzo, yeah, thanks for that comment. Okay, women who drink pints. Oh, that's not very sexy, is it? No, I don't like women who drink pints. There must be some young people out there. There must be young fellas out there watching this because tattoos and shaved and all that. No, not for me. Like, with me, it's no tattoos, no shaved, no silicone. I like women to look like women. Someone said Hughes' girls can't have tattoos. Someone said Hughes' girls. So I've never really gotten into Hughes. Some beautiful girls there, beautiful, beautiful girls. Well, I think I've only ever had a beer in Hooters. It was too expensive. I didn't bother ordering a meal. Listen, those girls in Hooters, okay, maybe some of you can tell me this, but those girls in Hooters with their beautiful shaped bodies and all that, is that their natural skin on the legs, or are they wearing leggings of some sort? I've never actually figured, are they wearing tights or something? I've never quite figured that one out. Maybe because, my eyesight isn't that good without my glasses. Yeah, let's see. Latin America, thanks for that comment, mate. What have we got? Tights, yeah, the tie bill with tight. Yeah, I thought you were wearing tights. Seems strange, like in that heat, isn't it? That they're wearing tights. Yeah, Jinx, they did their special. Okay, I'm not going to comment on. I'm not going to. Tucson John, which Bond movie was filmed in Phuket, Thailand? I believe it was The Man with the Golden Gun. That was filmed in other places like Macau and various other places. But if ever you go from Phuket to Phi Phi Island and you get a boat or you do a tour around between those two places, you will often see some of the tour buses will play The Man with the Golden Gun. Actually, on Phi Phi Island, which is close to Phuket, that famous rock formation, that was that was Phi Phi Island. No, I'm not so sure about. No, wait a minute. Was it Phi Phi Island? Well, it was somewhere around the Krabi province. It was somewhere around that province. I've been to that island. Anyway, that was the one. Scaramanga Island. He was Christopher Lee, the guy who had three nipples, I don't even see the point of two nipples, let alone, less alone three nipples. But anyway, he had three nipples anyway. But yeah, it was The Man with the Golden Gun. Not one of the best Bond movies anyway, but it was still pretty good. Troy Sterner, hi Eddie, yes, always appreciate videos. Thanks, mate. I assume you like the Benny Hill show. Do I like the Benny Hill show? Yes, I love the Benny Hill. Benny Hill was brilliant. I love Benny Hill. Magnificent. He was so seaside postcard. He was a victim of the politically correct. All those alternative comedians that came in the 1980s, all of a sudden, they said it's fashionable to slag down Benny Hill and say he's sexist and he's out of date and all that. I think really that's they sort of ate humble pie many years ago when they were berated for him for for destroying the man, really, because don't forget, around about 1990, I think the statistic is something like there were 90 countries around the world that were regularly screening the Benny Hill show, and Britain wasn't one of them. How shameful is that? How shameful is that? Let's see. Okay, let's see now. Let's see. Yeah. If it's tree time, I could be in a Thai bar right now. Where would it be? Oh Jesus, anywhere. Which part? I go with some. I don't even know the name of them. I don't even look at the name, to be honest with you. But I do like those. I know they're not popular, but I like some of the live band bars on Walking Street. Gordy, I went to Thailand because the Man with the Golden Gun Bond film. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Thailand bound. I never found him funny, but he always had sexy girls on his show. He had an eye for the ladies, Benny. He really, really did have an eye for the ladies. Good for him, man. I love Benny Hill. Faulty Towers. It's brilliant, Faulty Towers, but when you've seen it so many, so many, so many times. Oh no, Neil, what are you watching on YouTube at the moment here? What am I, there's not that many vlogs. A lot of people. I mean, right now, I'm I think I've just about done my. I'm having issues with my laptop, by the way. There will still be a few more videos coming out in the coming months, but I'm not traveling right now. I'm not making new videos. I think I've won. I'm doing okay. My YouTube channel has come on. It's not a record breaker, but it's not too bad. I'm just about to touch 200 videos. 32. I'm almost on 33,000 subscribers. 32, something like that. And the other day, I clocked up 8 million views. Yes, for my overall viewing figures for YouTube. Okay, now I know some people have had 8 million views for one video. Okay, fair enough, fully appreciative about that. But I haven't been around that long, and to clock up 8 million views, it takes some days. So I'm really pleased with that anyway. But I don't want to go away from YouTube. Now there are some very popular YouTube vloggers that I know of who travel for a few months a year, and they make really good videos. But when they stop traveling, they stop making videos, and then they disappear for maybe 6 months at a time. I don't want to do that. I still want to find a way to connect with people. I love you people. You watch it. I love you, man. I love you. Cheers to you. I hope you're drinking Lamb's Navy along with me right now. But I don't want to disappear from my YouTube channel. And this is it. You see, if I had another YouTube channel where I was doing something entirely different, I could keep going 12 months a year. But traveling, when you're only traveling for half the year, what you do for the other half the year, you try and stretch it out. And basically, I think this is a very exceptional time now. It's an exceptionally bad time, right? So I think people will excuse me if, for the next, few months, if I just keep doing a few live streams, just simply to connect with you. There are some people who watch this channel who subscribe to this channel because, they like my videos, but they hate live streams. I fully appreciate that. You can't please everyone. But I still want to connect with people. I want to find a way to connect with people. We're all in the same boat right now. There's a lot of people who want to be out in in countries like Cambodia and Thailand and Vietnam later this year, and who are like me. They are wondering, they want to go there, but they're wondering, is it going to be possible? Is it going to be possible because of circumstances that we've never ever really known before? You know, so we're all in the same boat. No one really knows anything. We've all got to just come together and stick together. And for me, the best way of doing it really is to keep doing a few live streams. Hopefully I can do better ones, improve them as it goes on, but keep doing some live streams and keep talking to people. And it's great to get people together. There's 272 people watching this now. The live streams that I've been doing recently have maybe got 6,000 views or something like that. Some of them have got more than that. After I've uploaded them, I'm thrilled. I want to stay connected on YouTube. I really want to stay connected on YouTube. Tommy O, thanks for that, mate. Let's see. Okay, now let's see. Okay, where are we now? I can't wait. Ronnie loves. I can't wait to get back to Soy 4 and Pattaya as soon as possible. Soy 4. What is it? Is that's? I don't know if I've been to Soy 4, but what is that? What's going on there? I don't. That's obviously that's further end of the beach from Soy 6. Maybe it is. Maybe that's. I've never actually gone down it. Probably have, but I haven't actually, looked around it. Okay, I'm coming to now. Willie Vanelli, do you know any bloggers pairs? He was Bangkok 112. Do you know? Well, let's put it this way. I mean, I'm not a Thai vlogger. I mean, I go to other places, Vietnam, Cambodia, so I get around a bit. I've met Steph and I've met a couple of others. But I don't really get involved with those. I would do, nothing against them at all. But I hop backwards and forwards between various places, so I don't really tend to stay in the same place a lot. As for who you mentioned, Bangkok 112, I like Bangkok 112's videos. I've never met him. I've never met anyone who has met him. But yeah, he makes some fantastic videos. I must admit, with his videos, I watched them when I'm in England rather than watch them in Thailand, because when I'm in Thailand or other countries, I don't really need to be spending 20, 30 minutes watching a video about the place when I'm out there anyway, really. But let's see. Okay, yeah, Bangkok. Okay, thanks for that, Susan John. Okay, let's just have a little look at the. Yeah, I like Bangkok 112. His videos are really great. Swantan, yeah, okay, cheers for that, mate. Tony McQuaid, good to hear from you. Glad to keep in touch. Well, I'm glad you're keeping in touch as well, Tony. I hope that's all okay. You're in Canada, of course, anyway. I wonder what is the weather like out there in Canada right now? Month of June. Are you having good weather there? We have the most bizarre climate in the world here in England. In England, you got to treat every sunny day as if it's the last one you're going to get. There's only one rule with regards to the weather in Britain. You get what you're given, okay? We've had an exceptionally fine, dry, sunny couple of months during the springtime. And basically, that means that we're probably going to have a crap summer. That's the way it is, that's the way it is in the UK. But I hope you're okay there out there anyway in Canada. Sunny, Toronto, sunny and hot, yeah, sunny and hot. Okay, sounds good to me. Listen, I've waffled on a bit and I've gone over an hour now. Tinsen, I've never been to Australia. Okay, I'll take your word for that one. I'll take your word for that one. James Bond Island said, did you think it would be safe to go there in January? I hope it's safer to go before January, but we'll see. None of us really know the answer to that. Nobody knows the answer to that. Mark Smith, you're in Pattaya, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to meet a few people in Pattaya. I really, really would. Like I said, I've never ever been there at Christmas time, but I've got a sneaky feeling that it could be this year, but we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah. Okay. Listen, this has gone over an hour now anyway. Talked about a few things. I wasn't planning this live stream. I'd love to, advertise I'm going to do a live stream, but I have to be in the right frame of mind to do that. I'm not always in the right frame of mind. But this was, I need to just talk about a few things. There's all kinds of, There's all kinds of bizarre things happening out there right now. And let us all just hope, those of us who are planning on heading out to Asia, to that part of the world later on in the year, let's just all hope that it's all sorted by then. Let's just hope. We can't do any more than that. Let's just hope, okay? Okay, we've got a debate going on here about Australia. I've never been to Australia. I'd like to see Australia. I would like to see it. Let's see. Okay. Listen, I'm going to wrap this one up now anyway. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Keep thinking positive. Eat, drink, and be merry. You only live once. Treat every year as if it's your last one alive, especially when you get to my age. At my age, it could be the last year alive anyway. You never know. Thanks for watching, everybody, and cheers. Okay? See you soon.